Nigeria must develop a national policy that addresses climate change while tackling the country's energy poverty in a sustainable manner. The call was made by experts at the Conference on Carbon Capture, Accelerating Decarbonization Initiatives in Nigeria's Extractive Industry through Broad Regulatory Reforms. The report. Nigeria's extractive industry, which includes oil, natural gas, solid minerals, and quarrying, remains one of the pillars of the nation's economy. However, as the global push for cleaner energy gathers momentum, carbon capture is increasingly being promoted as a key technology to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating the effects of climate change. Now, this conference, the focus is on accelerating decarbonization initiatives in Nigeria's extractive industry through broad regulatory reforms, while also addressing financing challenges, investment strategies, operational sustainability, and climate change management.
Move things from the ground with a lot of passion. That is the extraction. Now, the world wants us to learn the opposite skill, which means that we should learn how to also put something back. And this is no longer a polite request.
Decarbonization is no longer a distant aspiration. It's an urgent necessity, and carbon capture, cleaner fuel, and enabling regulatory reforms are essential pillars in achieving that vision.
Extraction of the resources also comes with environmental consequences. A well-protected environment, no doubt, gives us good health and provide greater opportunities to explore these natural resources.
Experts say stronger policy coordination, a clear regulatory framework, and access to affordable financing are critical to advancing carbon capture projects and achieving Nigeria's climate goals.
Carbon capture will not scale through technology alone. It requires regulatory systems that clearly defines carbon ownership, storage rights, permitting processes, monitoring, liability, incentives, and the commercial risk.
Clean energy is not only an environmental solution, it is an economic development strategy. At the Rural Electrification Agency, this has always been our guiding principle.
That we need to strengthen the business case so that more businesses can be onboarded into this carbon capture. First, by strengthening tax credit. Secondly, is to provide subsidies.
One of the experts here sums it up this way. Achieving Nigeria's net zero emissions target by 2060 is about preventing carbon emissions from entering the atmosphere before they cause environmental harm. They insist carbon capture must become part of a sustainable national policy that balances environmental responsibility with economic development. Joshua Murakiyo, LTV News, Lagos.